Ooh, what's up, depression? My name's Nerdy.
And I'm Clarus.
And this is a show that gives you that.
Yay!
Are you guys ready to talk to your therapists again? Because come November, you'll need to.
But you can at least tell your therapist how freaking beautiful the art style of this show is.
Yeah. I was emotionally traumatized by gorgeous art.
Yeah. Which is, the human experience, I think.
You know what? You're not wrong.
Yeah.
This is the first teaser look at Arcane Season 2, I think. I think there was like a brief little like flickery Instagram video that came out.
Yeah.
But this is the first, it's a minute and 44 seconds. Let's dive right in because I am just so curious where this is going.
I'm so excited.
Your council is dead.
Oh, they actually died.
Wrath must be met with wrath.
Were those Mandalorians?
Justice.
Oh my god. Oh, Vi, no. Ooh.
I will lead a strike team into Zorn with 3 objectives.
The final chapter. They're not doing any more
Okay,
after
Jayce.
this.
That makes sense to me.
Dismantle Shimmer. And neutralize any agents still loyal to Silco.
Fuck. Dude. There's Echo.
My sister is gone.
I don't think she's as gone as you think she is. Oh!
Oh, damn!
Okay.
Jinx!
Finally got the name right.
Oh, this fight is gonna hurt.
I know.
Oh, wow.
I know. I'm not okay.
There is some real special animation going on in the minute details of the magic and armor moving around.
Ugh, I know.
There's some really cool, it's interesting because it doesn't, I don't know if it's an improved art from the first one at all. Sometimes animation shows like season 2 will look significantly better than season 1. It's hard to do better than season 1.
Yeah.
But I do think that there is, I think that the amount of time that they've spent between season 1 and 2 has clearly gone into the detail work, right?
Yeah.
It seems like all the minutia of the trailer is perfect.
Yeah.
It doesn't look like an animated trailer where they're like, don't worry, this is just a trailer. We'll finish it before it comes out.
Yeah, no, this looks like what I imagine the final product will look like for the show.
Damn. I don't know who the Weasley guy is, but he kind of stole the trailer for me.
I know, right? He's was not in season 1. So
right?
That's new.
Okay. I just wanted to make sure that I wasn't crazy.
No.
Can I find him? He is adorable in that
a terrifying way.
Raccoons are my favorite animal, and he was adorable in the way that I find raccoons my favorite animal. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
That
I hear you.
Weasley kind of. Oh my god. Everywhere you click in this trailer is a piece of art. This guy.
Yeah.
He's got to be and he's got a comb over. He's got a blonde comb over.
Oh, yeah.
That's so funny.
Yeah. Oh my god. That's incredible.
Yeah, everywhere you click in the trailer is just a piece of art.
I know.
Wow.
Every frame is so good. Oh my god.
Do you think Jayce is dead? Because he's not in this trailer.
They said that your council is dead.
Because so I think the first 6 episodes of season 1 of Arcane are perfect.
Yeah.
Right? I think the last 3 were a dip in my enjoyment of it.
Yeah.
And I felt like the ending cut off Jayce's arc in a way that was to the benefit of Jinx's arc, but to the detriment of Jayce's.
Yeah.
In
it was
a way,
unsatisfactory for him.
Yeah, and it left me with a weird taste in my mouth right at the end of the show that up until then I had been kind of just fully on board with.
Yeah.
If he's just dead, and it's we took down the review that we had on this channel because I didn't think it was very good, and I didn't actually agree with it anymore.
Yeah, we didn't.
It also didn't have any views, so I was like, let's
Yeah.
just delete this before people try and watch it for season 2 and misconstrue. It was at a time we weren't as good at this yet.
Yeah.
And I did not convey what I was saying well, and I just didn't want it up anymore.
Well, and I think that we, like, loved so much of Season 1 Arcane that, like... But then we talked about it immediately after watching the finale, and the finale really bummed us out. Because neither of us really liked it. It felt like, it was a rough place to leave off.
Mm-hmm.
Like, it was, like, cliffhanger, but, like, to the max, in a way that I was like, oh, like, I feel like I got invested, and it got cut short.
And they didn't have a Season 2 announcement.
Exactly.
And so I remember us being like, why would you do...
Oh, fuck, like, that's rough.
And so I think that, like, because... I really liked Jayce's story in Season 1.
Yeah.
I was really invested in him. I thought he was a great character. And so I felt like the end of Season 1 kind of picked favorites narratively in a way that left me with a slightly sour taste in my mouth right at the end.
Yeah.
If he is just dead, I can't imagine that is the case. But also, if he's alive... It's kind of bullshit. You know what I mean? It has that problem of, like, they have to come up with a goofy reason he lived. But they kind of need to come up with a goofy reason he lived because otherwise, why did we spend that much time with him? Like, why did his arc wasn't done yet? We didn't get there.
Yeah, or he's just dead and they're like, this isn't his story. We just
But it was. But it was.
And that's the thing is, we spent so much time with him in Season 1 that, like...
And his was one of the more interesting arcs, in my opinion. Mm-hmm. I think that, like, my interest in the show goes Jinx, Jayce, Vi.
Yeah.
And then probably Echo, and then Jayce.
Really?
I love Echo in Season 1.
That's fair. I just also really like Caitlyn. I think she's a really, like, deeply interesting character. She just didn't get a lot of time. I feel like Caitlyn was deeply interesting, and I didn't love the direction Caitlyn went. Fair. And I'm not surprised because she ended up kind of being a boring cop. You know what I mean? Yeah.
Like, she's kind of... Caitlyn just hasn't gone anywhere to me. She hasn't grown. She's just kind of pulled Vi down. And I understand. I totally know. In the games, Vi is a police oppressor. Like, her dialogue is insane.
Yeah.
But, you know, you want these characters to grow and not shrink. And I feel like Caitlyn caused Vi to shrink. For valid reasons, right?
Yeah.
I think that the way it's written is totally valid. It is just not in a direction that I personally am the biggest fan of, so she became a less interesting character to me. Right. It is 1,000% subjective.
Yeah.
Whereas Echo grew in a way where I loved him more.
Yeah. And
Caitlyn grew in a way that I was disappointed in her, but she still grew, and, like, it's not that the writing was bad. It is... The writing is impeccable.
Yeah.
It's not what I wanted for the character.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah, that's fair.
And, you know, I think that, like, Vi is going to be a tougher character for me in Season 2.
It's gonna hurt. It's gonna hurt.
But, you know, it also gets to the thing about this show that I think, I hope Season 2 does that Season 1 didn't. And I thought was actually, like, my biggest complaint about Season 1 as a whole was that I never really understood what the oppression of the
underground was.
Yeah, of Zorn was, right?
Yeah. Because
it's Piltover and Zorn, I think.
I know it's Piltover. I don't remember what the...
For me, I felt like the two cultures were so unrelated in Season 1 that when they talked about how, like, well, we have to, like, oppress them, I was like, but why? Like, I never got the sense that there was a financial stake between the two because Piltover makes magic shit in their school, and then Zorn has, like, its economy that is just its underground economy. And the show never really showed me what the crossover between those two things are.
Yeah, what do the people up top get out of it?
Do the Zornians go up and work there? It didn't... I think yes. I never really understood that, though. And I feel like if the show wants to tell this story with Vi and Caitlyn being the police and the oppressors, I personally would be more invested in that story if I understood what the value of the oppression was for them to take that role. As opposed to it just being like, we are up here and they are down there. That to me isn't enough. I want to know what the economics of that are because I find that fascinating. Other people don't. Other people are going to be like, that's dumb. Just guess. Just make it up in your head because that's not what the story's about. And I totally get that. Subjectively, they're right. Subjectively, I'm also right because it's our personal things. I didn't understand the connection between the two places. Revenge for what, though?
For the explosion. The council is dead.
Right. But everything that leads to that explosion comes from an economic oppression that I would like to understand. because it's this deeply entrenched system of something.
You said in season 2 like why like Caitlyn and Vi are like oppressing them, and I think they literally are there for revenge.
I totally get that. I think that this narratively, in order to make that revenge interesting, you have to put in front of Caitlyn and Vi the realities of what's at stake for Piltover and for Zorn, right?
Yeah.
And so I think that if this whole season is just Caitlyn and Vi getting revenge, I think that will be less interesting to me personally than a story about these two becoming cops and then having to face what the price of being a cop is in a system that is so deeply oppressive towards half of its citizenry.
Yeah, I also...
I don't know if the show's going to go there. I just would like for it to, because that, to me, is a more interesting story.
Yeah. I'm also not sure what the two different, like, factions of, like, the military are. Because there are clearly soldiers with these, like, skull masks.
Those are, I can't remember her name. The black woman that Jayce dates in season 1. Or sleeps with. I don't know that they were ever dating.
Yeah.
Her mom is from another country where they're like the warmongering people.
Wait, so they're trying to take over Piltover?
I think they might come in as like a reserve to try and take over Piltover with the council gone,
Okay.
I could see because her mom kind of wanted to go to war in the first one, right?
Yeah, her mom is the worst.
So I think that might be late season stuff where the Zornians and the Piltoverians have to... Piltovites, they have to work together to stop the invasion of this outside force that's trying to kind of...
Oh, maybe.
It would be nice to see Jinx and Vi come together. I don't think they will. I don't think the show likes to go for a happy ending, but
no,
we'll see.
I feel like it's gonna be so sad.
But you know, it looks impeccable. Again, like it is one of the most... It is one of the most incredible art styles for an animated show ever, right?
Yeah, I was blown away, and I still am blown away.
Yeah.
Like, it is... like, hands down, my favorite style of animation, my favorite visuals of an animated show or movie that, like, I have ever seen. I don't know what it is, it just hits right. Yeah, and I'm here for it.
No, I agree 100%. I think it is beautiful. It is deep. And, you know, I still think those first 3 episodes are, like, perfect television.
Yeah, I'm so excited to cosplay her.
I think the show got a little... I think the show got really big. In a way that...
It was just, like, wild. It was like, we don't know if there's a season 2. And I was like, what do you mean?
Well, it's been 2.5 years?
Yeah.
Like, the wait has been a lot. And...
well, it'll be November, so it'll be almost 3 years, if I'm not mistaken.
No, because it came out in March, right? So I think it's exactly 2.5 when it came out.
I thought it came out around Christmas.
I don't remember, because we didn't watch it right away, actually.
No,
I think
you're right.
we watched it in March.
Maybe
because we were like, League of Legends,
yeah, you know what? I don't know when it came out. Yeah. I can't remember. But it's been a minute.
Yeah, it's been a minute, and I really hope season 2 makes me like the end of season 1 more.
Well,
because I love the rest of the show, and I think that season 2 can, right? I think that
that was what we said about the end of season 1.
Yeah.
We were like, this moment could work.
Yeah,
could work great if we get a season 2, and depending on what they do with it.
And I don't think the end of season 1 would bug me as much if season 2 had come out a year later.
Yeah.
But it's kind of just this, like, huge cliffhanger that just kind of sits for, you know, a whole pandemic.
Well, yeah, and I need to rewatch season 1 because, like, it's just been so long.
We'll probably rewatch it in September, though. Cause...
I mean, we rewatched some of it already, and then
but I'm like,
we need a minute.
Well, that, and I was like, why are we rewatching it now?
Yeah.
Let's rewatch it, like, right before it comes out, so it's fresh.
Yeah, exactly.
I'm excited. We will probably react to it. I'm hoping. We'll see. If reactions are still out on YouTube, then we'll see what the meta is like at that point.
Sure.
Well, you know, they keep talking about banning us, so we'll see what happens. Hopefully this doesn't, stop now, because I like what we do. Yeah. But, yeah, we'll see. If you like the video, subscribe to the channel. If you don't, hit the dislike button. Leave mean comments down below, because the algorithm god is hungry, and we must feed her. I'm very curious what the comments on this video are going to be. Because, I think that this is a show where if you don't just say it's perfect, people can, get the knives out, even though you're like, I liked 96% of it.
Yeah.
That'll be fun. If you want to leave an algorithm goddess comment, the algorithm goddess for this episode is a tough one.
I know.
Do you choose one of the, lady cop lesbians? Do you choose
Jinx,
who's barely in it?
She's gonna be in it. Yeah. Yeah.
I do like that she's, she looks like she's in a dilapidated, Greek era
With
like
the columns.
Yeah, like she's like
sure,
broke into the Hercules movie and like graffitied on Zeus's temple.
Yeah.
I
love that.
If you want to follow us around the internet, you can. I'm at Nerdy Nightly.
I'm at Claris Polaris.
Do something nerdy tonight.
Bye.
Bye.